Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your edition of General Cexxi Reports. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when I go live. Gemini, as a friendly reminder, we all have male and female energies within us. Although you see genders on the cards, keep in mind they're only energies. The energies can be read vice versa as well. However, if you find that this particular reading does not resonate with you, I strongly encourage you to check out the readings for your rising Venus and moon placements. There is a link to a free natal chart on the homepage of my YouTube channel. Well, happy birthday, Gens! And you're first for general reading since it's your birthday season. Let's get started and see what energies are surrounding you, Gemini. Yes, my daughter sent me this beautiful tapestry, and I switched up the setup. I don't know, I felt like a change of pace. I felt light. Maybe it's your energy on me, Gemini. Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Spirit, what energies are too many? What energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. All right, Gemini. You have gratitude. So you're working on something. And you're feeling very appreciative right now. You have gratitude. You changed a few things around. Some things were hard. They were challenging. And you could have disappointed someone. And with these changes, you want this person to know that you truly appreciate them and you're thankful. You may be thankful to Spirit as well for all the blessings that were provided to you. Some of you feel courage and strength that you didn't even know you had. Gemini, something tells me you're undergoing a transformation. Spirit. Why is gratitude here for Gemini? Why is gratitude here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is gratitude here for Gemini? Thank you. Gemini, Spirit is saying with these changes that you're going to make, it's going to be challenging. And it could present some hardships. And someone could feel that you are ungrateful. And Spirit is saying, make sure you communicate clearly that you are grateful, that you are thankful. And this is the decision that you had to make to work on something for yourself. It's not that you didn't appreciate the person. It's just that these changes need to happen for yourself. So remember to communicate clearly that you are thankful, Gemini, for all the assistance this person has given you. You do find this person beautiful. I want you to know that this person will be confused. They will be confused. And this is why Spirit is calling on you to communicate clearly. Because there's some changes you're making. Spirit. Why is communicate clearly here for Gemini? Why is communicate clearly here for Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Yes, because this person has been very loyal to you, Gemini, with the dog energy. This person has been very loyal to you. You may live with this person. You guys had a happy family, a happy home, but you need to work on something for yourself. And I think this is a mission that must be done alone. And this is why Spirit wants you to communicate this gratitude very clearly, because this person is going to be confused. They feel like you're leaving them. And it's just a change, something that you have to work on for yourself. And it may require you leaving someone behind. Maybe you're just no longer happy in a situation, but you are grateful for the contributions and the lessons you learned. Spirit. Why is dog here for Gemini? Why is dog here for Gemini, Spirit? Wise dog here for Gemini. Thank you. Gemini, you have journey. You have journey. And what it is, you've completed a phase in your life, Gemini. And you feel like you need to move on towards your happiness. Some of you are actually making a physical move or have made a physical move in the past. And you had to leave behind someone that you felt or they felt were very loyal to you. It's like they're going to really hate to see you go. They really are. But you are appreciative of this person. Oops. It's like this tapestry is more fragile than my last one. Spirit, wise dog and journey here for Gemini. Wise dog and journey here for Gemini, Spirit. Wise dog and journey here for Gemini. Wise dog and journey here for Gemini. Gemini, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And you feel like that you're ready to take action. You're ready to take action now. This is something you're passionate about. And you need to make these changes. Something is challenging and it's very hard to leave this person behind. But you feel like you need to take action and do this for yourself. And you are grateful. But this is a journey that you must embark on. It's like you feel the change. You feel the change. Spirit. Why is the King of Wands here for Gemini? Why is the King of Wands here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the King of Wands here for Gemini? Why is it here? Thank you. Gemini, you have the Bear. You have Bear. And this is challenging. It's hard. And you love this person. You really love this person. But again, it's changes for yourself. And it took you a long time to find the courage. It's like you realize you have to take control over the situation now. You found the courage because something is very hard and overwhelming for you. And you need to complete this phase in your life, this cycle. And you're determined to move forward. You found the courage and you're ready to take action, to embark on this journey. This is something that you must do for yourself. And you are grateful for the person or the people that stuck by your side. But this is truly about your soul mission. So make sure you communicate that gratitude clearly, that you do appreciate those people that stuck by your side, because it may be viewed as a betrayal. Spirit. Why is the King of Wands here for Gemini? Why is the King of Wands here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the King of Wands here for Gemini? Why is it here? Thank you. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Gemini, you want to make an offer to someone else. This could be an older person. You find that this person is in control. You like the way they rule the environment. This person is also your friend. They help you shed light on situations. They help you find your happiness. Some of you Geminis have a Leo rising. This could have been a third-party situation, and it could have started off as a friendship, but you feel like this person is your divine feminine. They were helpful to you. They help you find your courage and strength. Gemini, you have the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And this is you wanting to make an offer of practicality to someone. You want to put the work in with this person. This person also probably has been waiting on you. And this is why you want to find the courage to take action. Gemini, you have the Empress. You have the Empress. Some of you are dealing with a Libra or a Taurus, and some of you have Libra or Taurus in your chart. And this person, you find them beautiful. They may be older than you. Gemini, this person has been very supportive of you, giving you courage and strength when you needed it. And you see this person as a potential partner, your divine feminine or your divine masculine. And for this reason, you just like their style. You feel like they're very strong and independent. You like their style. And you want to make an offer of a new beginning to this person. Gemini, you have the sun. You have the sun. And this person like tells you things, that gives you more information. They bring you advice. For some of you, they bring the sun out when you feel sad. Again, I think this may be a third-party situation for some of you. And Gemini, but with this person, when they shed this light, when they help you understand what you're going through, it just makes you feel very happy. You feel, this person leaves you feeling very happy. And this is why you want to make an offer, a practicality to them. Spirit, why does Gemini want to make this offer? Why does Gemini want to make this offer? So Gemini, in the past, you realize, again, some of you are dealing with a Libra or a Libra moon or a Libra rising. You realize that you want to take action because something wasn't fair. It wasn't an equal give and take. Your attention was focused elsewhere, Gemini, and you were given to a connection. It wasn't given back to you. Some of you were married. Some of you are trying to get your finances in order. Before you make this offer, you do want to make this offer, but you are focused on your money. Gemini, you have the Six of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And this is where things are imbalanced. It wasn't an equal give and take. In the connection you're currently in, if you currently are connected, you feel like something is imbalanced. You feel like you're giving more to the connection. And also in the third party situation, Gemini, if you have somebody waiting in the wings, and it looks like that you do, you realize that you need to take action because this person has been your rock, they've been your strength, and it's not fair to them because they're not receiving equally either. It's like nothing's balanced. The whole situation is just imbalanced. Gemini, you have a King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Some of you are married and you do believe in the tradition, the traditional family. You're grounded, you're rooted, you're stable, but right now you need to focus on your coins because this King of Pentacles was looking at this Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And you do want to step into somebody and say, hey, I want to make this offer to you, but I just need to get my finances in order. Gemini, you have pleasure. You have pleasure. And the reason you want to work on this is because this person brings you pleasure like none known. And it's not just pleasure in the physical sense, but know that this pleasure is physical as well. It's very physical. However, you want to work on it with this person because they actually help you transform. They help you change a few things. They realize you were undergoing some stages of elevation, some transformation. And the advice that they give you help you see help you see the light. It makes you feel good. It brings you pleasurable. When the two of you are intimate, it feels like you're one, right? And this person sheds light on situations. You may be dealing with somebody who's very intuitive. You may be dealing with somebody who receives messages of clairvoyance and they're able to tap into the occult for you. But whatever it is, all around, you feel like this person brings you pleasure, Gemini. Spirit, why is pleasure here for Gemini? Why is pleasure here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is pleasure here for Gemini? Why is pleasure here? Gemini, you have no. You have no. So Gemini, what I'm getting from this no is most of you aren't even moving towards this connection. Most of you actually feel guilty. You feel guilty. I'm feeling you feel guilty and you don't want to focus on the pleasure. You want to work on your money. You can't focus on, you feel like you can't focus on this. It is very pleasurable, but right now you feel like you can't give into it. Spirit, why is no pleasure here for Gemini? Why is no pleasure here for Gemini? And what I'm hearing is where you're at right now is not pleasurable. Where you're at right now, or who you're with right now, is not pleasurable. Why is no pleasure here for Gemini? Why is no pleasure here for Gemini, Spirit? And this might be why you want to change. Yeah, Gemini, you have mice. That's exactly what's going on. You have mice. So in your current situation, another 23. You are grateful, you are appreciative, but you need to make this decision to work on something for yourself. You feeling real guarded, like you got to set boundaries because something's stressing you out. Something's eating away at you. Some of you are even experiencing loss in finances. Some of you are waiting on a message from someone or somebody, but you stressed out. Something's gotten old and stale, and it's not bringing you pleasure anymore. And for this reason, this is the reason you're making these changes. And these changes are hard and challenging. And you have to make this change and embark on this new journey for yourself. You need to close out this cycle because there's no pleasure here for you. Some of you are faking like you're happy and you're not. Spirit, why is mice here for Gemini? 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 Gemini, you have house. You have house. And this is you making a judgment call, making a decision. Yes, it's stable. Yes, everything is secure. Yes, everything is beautiful. But you're stressed out. You're not happy. Something's gotten real stale and old. And it's like you find yourself real guarded, being short. And the person you living with has been very loyal to you, but you don't find any pleasure in it. And you need to make this change for yourself. You're making a decision to work on something else, Gemini. Spirit, why is mice and house here for Gemini? 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 That's why. That's what's going on. You're not happy. You're not happy with the person you're with. Gemini, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And again, this is you feeling like this is the second time the Six of Pentacles is on the board. You have the Six of Pentacles here as well. And Gemini, you feel like something is a balance, it's not an equal give and take. Somebody's happy here and it's not you. And for this person that you have waiting on you, neither one of you are happy. The only person happy is the person you living with, or the person that you're with right now. They are happy. They feel like you are their soulmate connection. But you don't feel like you're getting what you need to get out of this connection. There's no pleasure here. There's something missing in relation to you. And it's stressing you out and it's eating away at you. And you at the point of making a decision. Spirit, why is the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is it here? Thank you. Gemini, you have the facts. You have facts. And you feel drained right now. You feel real drained. Like you still have fight left in you. But what's draining you is actually making this change because you realize you have to be strategic, cunning, sly, even slick in some ways to make this change because this can affect your stability. You feel like it's not an equal give and take here when something's not fair. However, Gemini, you have to be very guarded right now because there's finances at play here. And this is what's stressing you out. Spirit, why is the Fox and the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the Fox and the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the Fox and Six of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is it here? And Gemini, it's your hope and wish fulfillment to bring stability to your life, but it's like you're afraid. You feel like your time is running out. You losing sleep at night. Yeah, I think it's a third party situation. You don't know how you're going to make this happen. And this is why you're trying to be strategic about it. Some of you feel like you're betraying somebody too. Gemini, you have a star. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. But this is you having hope to receive your wish fulfillment. Some of you have been putting into a situation and haven't been getting much out of it. Gemini, you have the Four of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and you feel like, like at any day you might explode. Like that's a house of cards in the bed. That's not real stable. I'm not saying the structure in a house isn't stable. I'm just saying the emotional state of the people in the house aren't stable because somebody's not happy. It's like somebody is sitting here living a life of Rowley, and one person, look at that black cat. The black cat looking like, well, do you even consider me? And then a brown cat is sitting there like waiting. And then you got this white cat over here supporting somebody. But, it's a lot of mess going on. So what I'm also seeing is friends or family members affecting something, adding to the stress. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm hearing you like, mind your business. And that's why you got to be strategic and sly about it, because it can affect everything, your stability, your money. Gemini, you have the Nine of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And this is you stressing about this, losing sleep. My finger is over the clock. You feel like it's a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And you really want to make this happen. Spirit. Why is Gemini losing sleep regarding their wish fulfillment? Why is Gemini losing sleep regarding their wish fulfillment? Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius and a Scorpio. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. Some of you had Taurus in your chart. But you're trying to be patient, Gemini. You're trying to heal the situation. And you want things to be fair. You want balance to be brought to the situation. You actually want to end something, but you're trying to be real fair about it because you want to begin something new. But when you go to begin this new thing, you're afraid that it's going to leave you out in the cold. So some of you don't find no pleasure where you at, and you scared to move on because you have codependency issues, meaning you afraid to be alone. Don't tell me you're not, because I'm looking at it. And what it is that you being pushed by spirit to do this. Spirit is trying to make you speak up for yourself. Gemini, you have temperance. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, but Spirit is calling on you to heal, be balanced. We're making this decision. And don't drink too much when you think about this, okay? Because a lot of you are losing sleep at night. Gemini, you have the Death card. You may be dealing with a Scorpio, but that says that you're ending something to begin something new. So are you ending something with a Sagittarius to begin something new with the Scorpio? Gemini, you have the Five of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And this is you fearing being left out in the cold if you leave this situation behind. You realize you're not happy in your current situation and there is somebody waiting for you. But you're afraid if you end your current situation and move on to your new situation that you will end up with the short end of the stick. Gemini, you have boundaries. You have boundaries. So Gemini, either you are in the process of setting your boundaries or somebody has set their boundaries against you. I have a feeling it's somebody that you want to reach out to, but you're afraid to reach out to this person. You feeling real vulnerable. You feel real vulnerable. You're afraid of the rejection. Maybe this person set some boundaries in relation to you. You want to work on this person. You want to make the decision to build something with this person, but you're afraid and you feel vulnerable. It's like you feel trapped and stuck. Spirit. Wise boundaries here for Gemini. Wise boundaries here for Gemini, Spirit. Wise boundaries here for Gemini. Wise boundaries here for Gemini, Spirit. Gemini, you have yes. You have yes. Yes. This is you. You have yourself in this bubble. You're doing this to yourself. You did this to yourself. I don't mean like you did this to yourself. I mean like you're afraid, and that's why it's like you feel so vulnerable and afraid and trapped and stuck. And it's like I'm looking at the fact that this fear is clear. You're afraid you're going to get found out. You're afraid that somebody going to know you vulnerable and take advantage of it and exploit it. But you almost out of this. You almost out of this. But your boundaries, these are the boundaries that you put in place. It's like a self-sabotage thing. Spirit, why is yes and boundaries here for Gemini? Why is yes and boundaries here for Gemini? Why is yes and boundaries here for Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Gemini, you have letter. You have letter. So you received this letter, right? You received this letter, and you thinking about this letter. This letter had to do with you, and you making a choice. And it was about you getting away. Some of you had, like I said, was in a third party situation. But what I'm noticing is there's a feather here, so that speaks about truth. So you received a truthful letter about, it went something like this. When are you going to come be with me? For some of you, it was a truth about, are you trying to get away from me? But whatever the content of this letter, it was truthful. And it was about somebody trying to get away or wanting somebody to get away. And this is what you're thinking about. But this decision is about you. And it's like you're afraid. You're afraid. You're afraid for your stability. It's stressing you out, but you know the cycle is almost over and you need to change. It's like you feel spirit nudging you to make this change. Spirit, why is the letter here for Gemini? Why is the letter here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the letter here for Gemini? Why is the letter here for Gemini, Spirit? Gemini, you have message, another letter. Whatever this message is, this is all that's on your mind. You feel like time is of the essence. You read this message, and this person might have put boundaries in place, or this message may have made you more guarded. Spirit, why is letter and message here for Gemini? Why is letter and message here for Gemini? Some of you are waiting to hear from an attorney. Why is letter and message here for Gemini? 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 Some of you waiting to hear from an attorney. Some of you are waiting to hear from a realtor. Some of you are waiting to hear back from a judge, because this will let you know when you can begin your journey and your mission to move, to start this new beginning. So right now you could be guarded as to not to tip anybody off. These boundaries could be in place to protect your assets. Gemini, you have the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this is a message, a passionate message. Somebody could have set their boundaries because they felt like You were non-responsive. But you received a message of passion regarding you getting away. And it looks like you're waiting on a message. You're thinking about, when am I going to receive this information that's going to allow me to go to this person? Will this person even still want me? And some of you are just clearly waiting on a message to hear from some lawyer or something about your assets and your resources. Because this message here looks real official. This first letter seems like a love letter, a truth. This second message looks very official. Spirit. Why is the I'm sorry, this is the wrong deck. Spirit. Why is the Page of Wands here for Gemini? Why is the Page of Wands here for Gemini? Spirit. Why? Thank you. Gemini, you have child. You have child. Some of you, this is the Page of Wands again, by the way. Some of you, I'm sorry, this is the Page of Swords. Some of you received this message about passion and you thought it was an immature message. You was like, and you want me to work on this for stability? Some of you felt like it was immature. Some of you received a passionate message because somebody saw something and felt like you was being slick. Some of you received this passionate message because you're trying to gain a new perspective. It could be involving children and you working on your stability. Some of you might be trying to get custody of your child. Some of you are being real guarded and setting boundaries because of the wellness and the safety of this child. But you are taking action to balance the situation out. And there was passionate messages sent about it. And you trying to gain the courage and strength because something's real hard. And you need to be real strategic about it, so that you can gain a new perspective as to how to deal with this. Spirit. Why is the Page of Wands here for Gemini? Okay. Why is the Page of Wands here for Gemini and the child? Why is the Page of Wands and the child here for Gemini? In Gemini, it's like you are trying to make something happen that will allow you to move on to a place of peace because something's been real troublesome and trying. And you want this to happen like yesterday. Gemini, you have the Six of Swords. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And Gemini, what I'm noticing is that there's still going to be some issues to deal with. But you trying to use your intuition to gain hope. This is a real emotional and passionate situation. Right now, you're moving out of the trouble cycle, though you are moving on to calmer waters, trying to see the hope using your intuition regarding this passionate message and these boundaries that were set. And somebody is waiting for an official message. Some of you are trying to get custody of a child, too. But some of you feel like you're dealing with somebody immature and you just want to move on to a place of peace. Gemini. You have the Magician. You have the Magician. You may be dealing with an Aquarius or another Gemini. But Gemini, this is you having all the tools you need to make happen what you need to make happen. Okay? And it just involves you taking the steps towards it. Gemini, you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And this is you wanting to rush towards something. It's like the confusion is lifting. The confusion is lifting. And it's like you want to move fast towards your wish fulfillment. You want to move on to a place of peace. And you want it to happen like yesterday. Spirit. Why is Gemini rushing to a place of peace? Why is Gemini rushing to a place of peace, Spirit? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gemini, it's like you just waiting for something to happen, and I think it's about your money or something financial or assets or resources. And when this comes in, you'll be able to make this decision. And it's like you determined, and until you're ready to make this decision, you're not going anywhere. You're very passionate about this. Gemini, you have the Three of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You already know what it is you're waiting for. This person is touching one wine. This person knows what it wants. And that's why I thought it was a third party situation. You know what you want. You've already made your decision. You're just waiting for something to come in. Gemini, you have judgment. You have judgment. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. You already made your decision. You just waiting for your ships to come in. Gemini, you have the Five of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And this is you determined to win at all costs. And you're not going anywhere until your ships come in. Gemini, you have the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And again, this is that fierce determination because you're ready to take action using your intuition, okay? As again, some of you are dealing with a Leo, and some of you have Leo in your charts. Gemini, you have extremes. You have extremes. All you do is think. It's like you tracking your thoughts. All you do is think. You just tracking your thoughts, and you think in the worst of situations too. You thinking about working on your stability. Some of you want somebody so bad and you can't get to them, and it's like so passionate and you can't relieve this passion. It's like you don't have no. It's like you don't have no pleasure right now. No pleasure right now. And this is becoming too much for you. It's extreme, and all you do is think about this. Spirit, why is extremes here for Gemini? Why is extremes here for Gemini? Spirit, why is extremes here for Gemini? Why is extremes here for Gemini? Gemini, you have there's something better. There's something better. And this is what you know, because in your current situation, there's no pleasure. There's no pleasure. You're stressed out. And you at the point of like, I need to make a decision to change this because, but you afraid of losing some money or something. Something grew old and stale. It's like no passion here. There's no passion. And Spirit agree with you. There's something better. And this is all you do is think about it. You know there's something better. And the person's waiting. Spirit, why is there something better in extremes here for Gemini? Why is there something better in extremes here for Gemini? Why is there something better in extremes here for Gemini? Gemini, you have the book. You have the book. And this is you, Gemini, doing your research. Because you want to make a decision, and this decision is about love. You want to work on something else. And you doing your research because you know it's something better. Some of you that are married are doing your research and trying to get information as to how you can get out of this marriage. And this is one of these messages that you're waiting on. About your finances, your resources. Some of you share assets, resources, properties, business, and homes with this person. And it's like all your business is tied up with this person for some of you, and you like, this is too much. I know it's something better out there. Some of you got somebody waiting, and you making this decision based off of who you love. And it's not that you don't love this person. You grateful to this person because they were very loyal to you, but you feel like this cycle ended, and you ready to take control over this situation and take action towards something else. And this is you doing the research because it's like, what I'm seeing is this person was very loyal to you. Some of you shared a home together. And there was a lot of love here. But the cycle has ended and you're ready to move on. You need a change because this has become challenging and hard. People all up in some of your businesses for some of you. It's a lot of fighting, competition, maybe even some jealousy. It's like gotten old. The time is over. And like, people guarded, defensive, stressed out, might even be losing money. And for the stability of everything, this is a decision that you have to make. And you also received correspondence from somebody that you love, and it was truthful correspondence, telling you something you needed to hear. I think you needed to hear this, and you thought about this message, and now you're doing some research as to how can you come up out of this situation. But you have to protect it and have boundaries and be very strategic about this, because for some of you it involves custody of a child, or some of you may be currently involved with somebody who's very immature that might make this hard for you. Spirit, why is the book here for Gemini? Why is the book here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the book here for Gemini? Why is the book here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the book here? Thank you. Yeah, Gemini, you have main male. You have main male. So it's a male energy, a male Gemini that is doing this research. It's the male. If you a female Gemini, this might not apply to you in this way. It could be a man trying to leave you. If you are the male Gemini in this, you're trying to leave someone because you feel like there's something better out here, and this is all you're thinking about. But you're grateful to this person, but it doesn't bring you any satisfaction. It doesn't bring you any satisfaction. If you're a female Gemini, you may be wanting to leave a situation or stop dealing with somebody. You grateful for this person because they was loyal to you. But the same thing apply. It's just that you might not be married. You might not be married, or you might not live with your person. It's like you feel like something not balanced. It's the same situation. It's just that all your decisions might be behind a child. But somebody want to get out of this situation. They feel like it's something else out here. They might even already be seeing this person, and some boundaries was put in place. And when these boundaries was put in place, the third party might have put some boundaries in place as well. Like, look, I'm not going through this. You being sneaky. I don't know what you're doing. You keep telling me you leaving this situation, and I don't see nothing done. And that might be what lit the fire up under your ass. Spirit, why is book and main male here for Gemini? Why is book and main male here for Gemini? Thank you. Gemini, you had the 5 of... Yeah, see, somebody afraid. Gemini, you had the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. This is you, Gemini, feeling like you knowing something better, but you stuck in your thoughts. It's like you doing a research because you do want to make the decision to work on his love, but you are really afraid of being left out in the cold. Like, somebody feels like if they leave a situation to pursue another situation, that they're going to be left out in the cold. They're afraid. Somebody also received a message telling them they was afraid. Somebody sure did send a message like, you scared, ain't you? Why you keep gassing me up? But you the one scared. Somebody took action because they felt like something wasn't balanced, and they sent a message like, I'm out. I'm leaving. They like, I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm grabbing the wrong deck again. Spirit. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Gemini, you have garden. You have garden. Yup. And this is you being afraid to make that decision. You're afraid what people gonna think. That's why you're not making a move. That's why it's extreme and you stuck in your head. Because you're not making a move. It's like you are stuck. You trapped in your thoughts. You're afraid of what people are going to think in public if you just make this decision to leave. You feel like you're going to lose your friends and stuff. You don't want people to have the wrong impression of you. Spirit. Why is Garden and the 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is Garden and the 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is Garden and the 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. So, Gemini, this is what's going on. It's like you're afraid to make a decision because you feel like you're going to be left alone. And you realize this heartbreaking disappointment. You have this heartbreaking disappointment because it's not an equal give and take. And you trying to gain a new perspective, but it's like you stuck. You taking your sweet ass time. You procrastinating. I'm surprised the devil didn't show up. Gemini, you had the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And this is you feeling heartbreak, disappointment, feeling let down because you know there's something better. You know that you trapped in your thoughts. It's like, but you're afraid. You're afraid. Gemini, you have the Six of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And this is something's not fair. It's not an equal give and take here. It's like some people receiving and some not. And this is a third party situation. Look, Gemini, the rabbit is the person you would name. Okay? The rabbit is the person you would name. They happy. They got everything you need. Gemini, you the person in the top hat. Making sure that this person has everything you need. But then the person that's on the third party is Alice in the card. And that person just waiting by the wayside, waiting for somebody to pick off their plate. Are you kidding me? Gemini, you have the Hanged Man. This is you. Some of you dealing with a Pisces, but this is you taking your sweet ass time, not making a decision. This person eating sandwiches and shit. Seriously. Because he's afraid. You know what? I'm comfortable here. I may not be happy. I know it's something better out there, but look, the house in order, my finances in order. We got all these businesses and houses and properties and assets together. That's going to take a lot to divide this up. I know I'm not happy here, but it's comfortable to a degree. So I'm just going to stick around here. You know, I know it's something better, but I'm going to hang here for a minute. Spirit, why is Gemini sticking around for something they're not happy with? Why is Gemini sticking around for something they're not happy with? Because, Gemini, you confused. You don't even know how to begin working on this. That's what it is. You don't even know how to begin working on this. Some of you wanted your cake and eat it too. Some of you felt like, well, if the person allowed me to keep seeing them, but I don't think that happened. I think some boundaries was put in place. Gemini, you had a Seven of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This you being confused, not knowing where to begin, how to start this transformation. And that's why you stuck. That's why you stuck sitting there eating sandwiches and shit. Gemini, you had an Eight of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And this is you being confused. Not knowing how to work on this. You don't know how to work on this. Gemini, you had a Knight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You don't even know how to begin to go into this. But you hoping this person will still let you knock some boots, huh? Let's get some advice from Spirit for you, Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. Kings and queens and princes too. Wanna wish you all a through. So wish day, wash day, Thursday birthday. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you and you and you. Spirit, what advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Gemini, Spirit is saying, take time to breathe out. Because with this extremes card, all you doing is being trapped in your thoughts. Gemini, Spirit is saying luck is on your side. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, but Spirit is saying luck is on your side. You won't hit your mark. Sagittarius, Spirit is saying nothing will come in this situation. Do you know why I said, Gemini, nothing will come in this situation? Because you ain't doing shit about it. But that's okay. That's up to you. That's your decision. Gemini, this has been your edition of General Cexxi Reports. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified the next time I go live. Happy birthday.